Hi everyone, I'm Michaela Warren. I'm a lead preschool teacher at Little World 2 Early Learning Center in Sanford, Maine, and today I'm going to talk to you about what you need in order to accomplish becoming a preschool teacher. Before we get started, I want to give you this. Imagine being able to view life through the lens of a child on a day-to-day basis. How can that change your perspective on life? Could that change your perspective? I know that in the past 3 years that I've worked with children, it's definitely changed my perspective. Today, I'm going to talk to you about what the career entails, but also knowing the certifications and the credentials that you need to get started in this field. It can be a lot of work to become a preschool teacher, but if you love children, it can be the most rewarding career you can get yourself into. Before we talk about the logistics of becoming a preschool teacher, it's important to know what the career entails and also what you should look forward to when you become a teacher. So what does it entail? It entails becoming emotionally, physically, and mentally invested in your career 100% of the time that you are there. Being a lead preschool teacher can be exhausting. You're constantly involved with these children during the day. You are their home away from home. You will see behaviors and tears and tendencies, and it can be really difficult. But you're also there to do more than just wipe their boogers, trace shapes with them, and clean their boo-boos. You're there to be an advocate for them. An advocate they might not have at home. I had a student in my class with special needs. When he became in our care and he first got in our center, he, at 3 years old, had no speech. He doesn't know how to communicate. He had no social skills, and he also had not met all of the developmental milestones that we look for in a child at 3 years old. I often found myself becoming a one-on-one with this child and helping direct him in the ways that he needed to go about our daily schedule. I found that to be extremely inappropriate, and I had to talk about something with my assistant director. I had to do something. We then got into contact with Child Developmental Services, also known as CDS. They came in and evaluated him for speech and also educational purposes. He now gets the help and the services that he so desperately needed and deserved. Now that we talked a little bit about what to expect as a preschool teacher, let's talk about what you need to be qualified. In order to be qualified, you need two certain certifications. The first certification you need is a CPR or first aid in infants, children, and adults. You also have to be a mandated reporter. Becoming a mandated reporter means you know all of the different types of child abuse, what signs you're looking for and what marks you're looking for, and also how to report in instance should you need to. On top of that, you also need some type of education. You either need an associate's in early childhood education or a child development associate credential. A CDA, or Child Development Associate credential, is equivalent to an associate's degree. It can be done online or in person, and it requires 120 hours of in-person training with children, but also classes that you need to take to know about the development of a child, what you're looking for. And on top of those two things, you also have to, on a yearly basis, get 30 extra hours of training in child development. So today we began talking about what you want to do if you're becoming a preschool teacher. We talked about what the job entails, such as becoming emotionally, mentally, and physically invested, but also becoming an advocate for these children. And then we went on and talked about the credentials and certifications you need to get, and also the trainings that you need to be qualified to become a preschool teacher. Like I said before, becoming a preschool teacher can be a lot of work. But if you love children, it can also be the most rewarding career you can get yourself into.